Hey y'all, it's Krista with Saddlebox, and for today's video, I'm going to be giving you some tips for tying up your horse. Okay, so whenever you tie up your horse, you always want to consider the worst case scenario that could happen in the place that you tie them to. So if you tie them to a tree, you want to make sure that tree is nice and sturdy. You want to make sure that your knot is nice and sturdy and that you are able to quickly untie the knot if you have to. So I'm going to show you a few places where you should tie your horse and probably where you shouldn't. All right, so this is a big no-no. You never want to tie your horse to a panel because panels are typically movable. They are not sturdy in the ground at all. So if you have ever seen someone tie their horse to a panel and you've seen the accidents it can cause, it can be pretty terrible. If she were to step back right now, she could potentially pull this whole round pin around and hurt herself, hurt somebody else. It's a no-go. So never tie your horse up to a panel. So if I were to want to tie her up to this tree, it's a pretty sturdy tree, I would want to take it in between this branch here, because if I did around the waist, like so, and I didn't tie it very well, the whole thing could come down here and then she could step on it, get her feet tangled, and cause all kinds of problems. All right, so here's another don't. You don't want to tie to a fence post like this, or really any kind of fence post unless they're concrete into the ground. This one is just stuck in. Again, can cause a lot of problems, ruin your fence, hurt your horse, or get somebody else hurt. So this is a good place to tie up. I would do the most sturdy point on this pipe here. Everything is concrete, cemented into the ground. Everything is sturdy, so this is a good place to tie. One place I wouldn't tie would be on a panel like this because it could bend the panel. The panel could potentially come off, be pulled off by the horse. So to be fully secure, I would want to tie to the strongest point, which is the pipe. All right, so this is another good place. It is concrete into the ground, good welds here. Probably one step better than this pipe right here, even though it's not going anywhere. Would probably be to tie it on this post here or maybe create cross ties, but again, this is a pretty good place and it will not result in a bad accident. All right, y'all, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.